Hey everyone, today I'm going to help you understand and show you how to prove two triangles are congruent using one of the four conditions: SAS, side angle side, or RHS, right angle hypotenuse side, or SSS, side side and side, and the last one AAS, which is angle angle side. Let's see, using this example, which condition fits best, and we're going to prove two triangles are congruent. In this example, we are asked, prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Triangle ABC is congruent to DEF. We have to prove it. We know congruence meaning that they are exactly the same. We have to prove they have the same shape and the same size. Let's get started. We have to look at the information we are given. We're going to use one of the four conditions. By looking at it carefully, we need to ask, which of the four conditions can we use? If we look closely, we can see we have a right angle, which is an angle. We know there is a side, and we also know that there is a hypotenuse. The hypotenuse there and the hypotenuse there. So we know now, by straight away looking, we have a side, we have the right angle, and we have the hypotenuse. We can tell we are going to use condition RHS, right angle hypotenuse side. So how do we set it up and how do we write it down? We start by showing each step at a time. We're going to say that BC equals to FE. BC equals to FE. How do we know that? Because it is given information. They've told us BC is 5 and FE is 5. That means the reason it is given information. BC equals FE, given information. That is the answer for that. And this is a side. I always like to write S here. S for side. Now we have finished with that one. The condition RHS, we need to find also and prove the right angles are available as well. So we say angle ABC angle ABC, the right angle there, is equal to angle FED. Angle FED or angle DEF, same thing, we're referring to the right angle. This right angle in this triangle is equal to that right angle in that triangle. So again, it is given information. They have given us this information, so we write given, and I'm going to write R because it is the right angle we're looking at. Then we know the hypotenuse is equal, AC is equal to FD. AC is equal to FD, and once again it is given information. They have given us the information. We're going to write H for hypotenuse. Now, proving them in any order doesn't really matter. We started with the side, then with the right angle, and then with the hypotenuse. Now we can write the conclusion. We have the side, we have proven it, it is equal. We have proven that the right angle is also equal and the hypotenuse is equal as well. So now we need to write our conclusion. We write therefore, the three dots meaning therefore, triangle ABC is congruent, and this is the sign we use for congruence. This is the sign for congruence. Triangle ABC is congruent. It is exactly the same. It has the same shape, the same size as triangle DEF. What did we use? Which condition? We used RHS. RHS. So therefore, we know now we have answered the question, we have proven that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Which condition did we use? We used RHS. We've proven that there. We have given the reason for our answer. We have given the reason, given information. That was the information given to us. We write it down, we stipulate it, and we write our conclusion. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. And the reason and the condition we used, RHS, right angle hypotenuse side. Now, let's do another couple of examples. Okay, now we're trying to find and to prove that these two triangles are congruent. Triangle ABC and triangle ADC. We are asked to prove that they are congruent triangles. Which condition are we going to use? Are we going to use RHS or SSS or SAS or AAS? Well, we need to look at the information first before we decide. Then we can start proving and writing things down. When we look at the diagram, we can see that this side corresponds with that side. AB equals to AD. There's a red mark there telling us that AB equals AD. So we have a side. That side equals to that side. And we can see BC equals to DC. That is marked with a black mark here, telling us that BC equals to DC. That's another side. So now we can use side, side. Are we going to have another angle to find? Maybe we can use side, angle, side. Or are we going to use side, side, side? 3 sides. We notice that we haven't got any angles that we can use. But we can see that we have side AC right there. It is shared by both triangles. AC is shared in triangle ABC. It is also shared with triangle ADC. So AC is actually a common side. It's common in this triangle and common in the other triangle. So now we have the 3 sides that are corresponding to one another. Now we write it down. We can write AB is equal to AD. That is given information, and we write S for side so we can remember. AB equals to AD. AB equals AD. It's given information. That's one side. Then BC equals to DC. That's another side. BC, there it is, equals to DC. There, it's given information once again. Now, we have the third side. We know it is the shared side in both triangles. It is the common side. It's common. So we write AC, and our reason is common. It is common. Very easy. So we have our side, and our third side. Now we write our conclusion. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent. We have the 3 lines showing the congruent symbol to triangle ADC. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADC. So this triangle and that triangle are the same shape. They are the same size. So now we write our condition S, S, S. Very important that we write it down. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADC. The reason, the condition that we used is side, side, side. 3 sides in one triangle correspond and are matching to 3 sides in the other triangle. Now, we are going to do 2 more examples. Once again, we are now proving 2 triangles are congruent. We have this diagram and we are asked to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CYX. We're trying to prove that these 2 triangles are exactly the same size and shape. Well, we can use one of the 4 conditions. Which one are we going to use? Are we going to use RHS, SSS, SAS or AAS? Well, it depends on the information that we have. We can see that BC is a side it corresponds and it equals to CY. There's a mark there in black showing us that they are the same. So BC equals to CY. So that's a side. Also, we can tell that XC equals to AC. Marked in red, they are corresponding and matching sides. They are the same because of the mark showing us that they are the same. So AC equals to CX. That's another side. So we found two sides. A side here and a side there. They are corresponding, they are matching, they are equal. And AC and CX, they are also corresponding and they are matching. The mark shows that they are equal as well. So we have two sides. So what are we going to use? We can either use triple S or SAS. Do we have another side that is the same? Is this side equal to that side? We don't know. We can't assume. We don't know. We can't assume. We can't assume because there's nothing to tell us that they are exactly the same. So we can't say we can use another side. So we have to look for an angle. Well, we can see that this angle is marked with 40 degrees. And these two angles are what? They are vertically opposite angles. So that means this angle here is also 40 degrees, vertically opposite angles. So we have a side, and we have the included angle. The angle here is included, and we learned that included meaning that it is between the two sides. We have a side here and a side there. The angle is in between. So looking at it like this, we have this side here, we have that side there, the included angle is right there, and we have this side here and that one there, and the included angle is there. So this angle and this angle vertically opposite, they are included. Included meaning the angle is between the two sides. The angle is between the two sides. This is vertically opposite. It is the included angle in each triangle. So now we can now prove and write everything down. We are going to use SAS, side, angle, side. So we're going to say that BC equals to CY. It is given information, so we write given. BC equals CY, given information, and we're going to write S for side. Now we're going to write the angle. Angle BCA, angle BCA angle BCA equals angle XCY. Angle BCA, angle XCY, they are equal. And we said how are they equal? They are vertically opposite angles. So we have to write the reason. Vertically opposite angles. So this is equal to that, vertically opposite angles. We can write A here. That's an angle that we are going to use. Lastly, we're going to write down that AC equals to CX. AC equals to CX. It is given information. That's another side for us. So side, angle, side. Side, angle, side. So now our conclusion, very important. Once we finish, we have to conclude. Therefore, triangle BCA or ABC, keep it in alphabetical order, ABC is congruent. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CYX. And what did we use? We used which condition? SAS. We have found out our answer. We have proven that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CYX. We use side, angle, side. BC is equal to CY. AC is equal to CX. and the included angle, the angle that's in between the two sides, in between that side and that side, is equal to the one in between that side and that side. That's the included angle, 40 degrees. They are vertically opposite. It is that easy, guys. Once you look at the diagram carefully, you need to know your plan of attack first before you start writing things down. That way you know your condition, which one you're going to use. Here we used SAS, then we started to prove. It is that easy. We'll do one more example. Our last example, we are asked to prove two triangles are congruent. Again, we have triangles that we want to prove they are congruent or not. Well, we have to use one of the four conditions: SSS, SAS, RHS, or AAS. Now we have to look at the diagrams carefully before we can decide which condition we are going to use. We have triangle ABC and triangle XYZ. We're asked to prove if they are congruent. We know congruence meaning they are exactly the same shape and the same size. Well, which condition are we going to use? We can see that AC is a side, it's marked at 6, and XZ is a side also marked 6. So that's 6 centimeters long and 6 centimeters long. So what are we going to do? How are we going to find this out? We have a side and a side. We also have an angle and an angle, marked in red and marked in red. Angle ACB is equal to angle YXZ. So we have this angle here marked in red and that angle here marked also in red. That means these two are also equal. So we have a side and we have an angle. What else can we see? Look closely. We can also see another angle, the angle marked in green. Angle CAB or angle BAC, same angle there, is equal to angle YZX, that angle there. So we have a side, we have an angle, and we also have another angle that is matching and is equal. So we can use now angle, angle, side. Angle, angle, side. Now let's write the information down and prove that these two triangles are congruent. We can write AC is equal to ZX. So AC equals ZX, and it is given information, it's a side. AC equals ZX. It is a side 6 centimeters and 6 centimeters. So now we're going to move on to the angles. The ones in red, angle ACB. Remember always to write down the angle sign. Angle ACB is equal to angle YXZ. Again, it is given information. So we have an angle and a side. We can write A here. We know this is an angle, and we have one more angle. It is angle CAB, this one there. It is equal, angle CAB is equal to YZX, that one there. And it is again given information, that's another angle. So we have angle, angle, side. We have two angles, that one there and that one there, and a side. The angle's there, the angle's there, and the side. Angle, angle, side. So now our conclusion, triangle ABC is congruent. Remember the sign is congruent to triangle XYZ. And our reason, our condition that we are going to write is angle, angle, side. We have two angles, this angle and that angle matching, that angle and that angle also matching, corresponding, and the sides also correspond, are equal as well. So we know, again, we look at the diagram all the time, we look carefully, then we decide which condition are we going to use. Are we going to use RHS, right angle hypotenuse side, or angle, angle, side, or SSS, side, 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 or SAS, side, angle, side. Then we work through and we give our reasons and we write our conclusion and we write the condition we use. This is how to prove two triangles are congruent.